Welcome to Filmy Recaps. Today I will narrate 2015 action drama movie, Bahubali The Beginning. Movie begins with a woman carrying a newborn baby in her hand. The woman is badly injured and is trying to escape from someone near waterfall. She manages to kill two soldiers chasing her and spots a tribal village across the river. She tried crossing the river but is too badly injured and hence can't cross the river. The flow of water starts increasing eventually. She says to the baby, "You must live on to save the kingdom," and being peace and raises her hand above water level to save the baby. In the morning the villagers spot the submerged lady still holding the baby. A lady and her husband from the tribe adopt the baby. Characters in the movie are Bahubali aka Shiva, the baby. Shown in the beginning. Shivgami, the lady shown in the beginning. Sangha, women who adopt Bahubali. Katappa, servant of the royals. Devsena, real mother of Shiva. Avantika, Shiva's spouse rebel. Bala, villain cousin. Bijuladeva, villain uncle. The boy grows up to be handsome young man who aspires to climb the waterfall to see what lies up there. His curiosity irks his mother Sangha as it could be dangerous. Seeing her son's dangerous attempt to climb the waterfall, Sangha prays to Mahadeva and does the ritual of bathing the idol 116 times, which makes her too exhausted. Seeing his mother exhaustion, Shiva says he will complete remaining ritual. The priest interrupts and says the mother should complete it anyhow. Shiva then removes the idol from the ground and lifts it up and places it below waterfall so that his mother can bathe it infinite number of times. Suddenly a face mask falls from the waterfall, increasing the curiosity of Shiva. He keeps wondering about the mask. He puts the mask in soil which carves a face on the soil. Intrigued by this, Shiva carves further details around the face and discovers a beautiful face of a girl. He starts daydreaming about that girl and tries chasing her up the waterfall. He finally manages to reach the top of the mountain. The unfamiliar area for Shiva is covered with snow. Suddenly, while exploring the area, he sees his dream girl chased by multiple soldiers. Turns out she is a rebel and has set a trap for king soldiers and kills them mercilessly. Shiva follows her and others to their hideout. The rebel group consists of good people, has a leader who motivates them to fight for their right and free their kingdom from current vultures ruling the kingdom. Also they want to free Devsena, Shiva's real mother, who is tortured by Bala. Avantika asks the leader to seek help from Katappa, a high-ranking official in the kingdom, but leader says he will be loyal to the king no matter what happens. A trader comes to meet Katappa and showcases his creation, a powerful sharp sword, but Katappa denies to buy it, saying it's too slow to handle. Enraged by this, the trader challenging him to duet, in which Katappa slices the sword from middle using his skills. The trader, mesmerized by his skills, appreciates Katappa. During lunch, Katappa is asked to share the table, but Katappa refuses, saying that he is only a servant. The trader tries to buy his freedom, but Katappa denies, saying that he is man of his word and will serve the king till his last breath. In the jungle, Avantika cleans her hand by putting it in river and let fish cleanse it. Shiva comes and quickly draws a tattoo over it. The leader sees the tattoo and scolds her for forgetting their motive. Leader assigns her a mission to assassinate the king Bala. Mahishmati kingdom is showcased how big it is and how the cruel king takes everything from the public. Bala is shown ready to fight someone barehanded. It is a big and wild bull. Bala is so powerful that he manages to defeat and pin the bull. However, the bull is furious and gets uncontrollable. It charges towards Bala. Katappa tries to stop him but gets injured. Bala then kills the bull with single blow. Devasena is shown caged and in miserable condition. Bala, his father and son enjoy torturing her. Devsena is shown collecting wood for Bala's ceramation. Katappa tries to free her, but she still thinks that her son is alive and will save her. Avantika tries to find the culprit who drew the tattoo, but Shiva sneakily draws another tattoo on her shoulder. She follows the footsteps of Shiva and finds him and attacks. While fighting her, Shiva makes her realize how beautiful she is. Avantika is impressed by his actions and his efforts to climb the waterfall to meet her. Both are in love. Avantika remembers her mission and makes Shiva sleep. Suddenly Avantika is captured by the enemy. Shiva comes to her rescue and defeats some of them. But suddenly army arrives. Both Shiva and Avantika escaped from them. Avantika says that she has mission to complete. Shiva claims everything related to her is now his concern too and promises to complete the mission for her. He then infiltrates the palace to free Devsena, his mother, which he is unaware of. For Bala's birthday occasion, a huge gold statue is being established. The statue is being erected by hundreds of men, pulling ropes. From multiple directions a huge celebration is going on. Shiva enters disguised as one of the locals. Suddenly a group of men exhausted, lose control over the rope and the statue starts falling, creating chaos. Shiva comes to the rescue and pulls the rope with his might, saving others and the statue. He helps the laborers to get up and gives them the rope. During this, his face scarf comes off and an old man recognizes him as Bahubali. Shiva's look-alike of his father Amarendra Bahubali. The man chants his name. Because Bahubali was liked by all, everyone starts chanting his name for motivation and joy. They manage to erect the statue. Seeing people's love for Bahubali, Bala gets furious and Devsena is happy that her husband is still remembered. Meanwhile, Shiva enters the main building and manages to take disguise of a soldier. Down the waterfall, Sangha is sad about sudden disappearance of Shiva and figure he climbed the waterfall. She and the villagers unblock a secret path leading to the kingdom. During night, Bahubali tracks Devsena. Bala is still thinking about the earlier event and orders all the soldiers to assemble, during which Shiva is spotted by another soldiers, but they think he is one of them due to his attire. Bala questions about who started chanting Bahubali's name. Shiva comes forward to answer and creates a fire to make chaos. Bala recognizes Bahubali's face and is scared. Shiva runs. Bala asks his son Badra to bring him alive. Shiva is being chased by the soldiers. He goes where Devsena is prisoned. Devsena recognizes her son and her heart fills with joy. Shiva beats some of the soldiers and frees his still unknown mother, and both manage to run in a chariot. Kartapa is informed about the breach and spots Shiva. He starts chasing them. Shiva manages to escape the kingdom. Somehow in the jungle the soldiers ambush him. He falls into mud and is unconscious. Meanwhile Badra reaches them and Shiva starts gaining conscious. He sees Devsena being tortured by Badra. Badra abuses Devsena, which makes Shiva furious. He gets up and starts beating everyone. Badra attacks him but is still overpowered by Shiva. Suddenly Kadapa arrives and saves Badra. The rebels also reach the destination and fight the king soldiers. Sangha also reaches the same spot and is shocked by Shiva fighting. Shiva somehow manages to grab a sword and slashes Badra's neck during the brawl, killing him instantly. Everyone is shocked by Badra's death. It starts raining and mud on Shiva's face is washed away. Kartapa is furious and goes to attack Shiva, but when he sees his face he is also shocked to see look-alike face of Bahubali. He recognizes him as Bahubali's son. He keeps Shiva's foot on his head, expressing gratitude towards the king. Everyone bows down after knowing the reality. Shiva is also shocked by this sudden change of others. Shiva questions Kartapa about all the chaos. Why everyone is suddenly bowing down to him. Kartapa reveals to him that he is son of Amarendra Bahubali and Devsena, a prince of Mahishmati kingdom. Kartapa starts a story from 50 years ago. Shiva's grandfather was king of that time. King's big brother Bijjal was not crowned due to his foul behavior and bad character, but Bijjal always thought he was rejected due to his physical disabilities. It caused great turmoil on him. Suddenly one day the king dies, leaving his subjects and 6 months pregnant wife. Shivgami, Bijjal's wife, was given the responsibility of the kingdom. She was focused towards welfare and defense of the kingdom. Also she was aware about her husband's and others' ill intentions regarding the kingdom. 3 months later King's wife gives birth to a boy but dies while giving birth. Shivgami then eradicates snakes from the kingdom who were planning to take over. Her well-wishers tell her to ascend the throne, but Shivgami denies it, saying it belongs to her both sons, Bala and Bahubali. They will have to compete with each other for the throne. She considers her brother-in-law's son Bahubali as her own. Only the worthy prince will become the king, she declares. Both the prince grow up learning scriptures, war, art and politics. Bahubali appreciates everything and respects others. Bala on the other hand is typical greedy prince. Bahubali treats everyone equally and even eats food from Katappa's plate, who is servant for others but a friend-like father figure for him. Time passes by. Both the prince are shown young, handsome and masculine. They are experts in warfare, politics and scriptures. It's time to put their knowledge to practical test and they start doing small missions. Future performance will decide who is worthy to be king. A spy is shown infiltrating a secret room containing important documents. He stole some military secret documents. Both the prince are told to capture the spy alive. They leave their kingdom in search of spy. They get a lead that the spy is hiding in a den of thieves called Singpiram. If any stranger arrives in this place and is suspicious, he is immediately executed. They both enter the palace disguised as thieves. They distract everyone by throwing a free party. Everyone starts enjoying while Bahubali keeps them distracted. Meanwhile, Bala finds the spy and both start to chase him. Finally, the spy is cornered. The spy sends the intel with a bird and tries to end his life. Bahubali with a rope jumps after him and tells Bala to hold the rope. Bala has ill intentions and plans to kill both. Suddenly Katappa arrives and Bala is forced to save. Bahubali's spy reveals that he sold the secrets to enemy Korkia. He says Korkia are equivalent to animals, eating whatever they get, not sparing women and children, destroying kingdoms. Mahishmati kingdom has 25,000 soldiers but Korkia has 100,000. Shivudu decides it is the perfect opportunity to decide who is worthy to be king. It is proposed that one who would kill Korkia king will ascend the throne. Katappa with some soldiers is given the responsibility of defense and remaining soldiers and equipment is distributed between Bala and Bahubali for attack. The day of action arrives. Both parties try to negotiate but Korkia makes fun of Mahishmati kingdom and sexualizes Shivudu. This enrages everyone. The battle begins. Korkia army starts marching towards the kingdom. Katappa and his men make a formation to defend. Bala has bowmen and equipment that fires arrows which gives him upper hand. Bahubali only has equipment that throws stones to break fort wall. Bala attacks with his arrows and manages to kill good number of enemy soldiers. Bahubali on other hand has used his brain and utilizes the stones and ties a large cloth to two stones and let them go off. Everybody is unaware. The cloth lands on enemy and the enemy soldiers realize that it is covered with some fuel. Bahubali fires a burning bow which lands on the cloth, burning a good amount of enemy soldiers. Everyone praises him and his strategy. Everyone engages in furious fight. As planned, both Bahubali and Bala charge to kill Korkia king. But Korkias have hostages with them which will be killed if they come forward. Bahubali on seeing his own countrymen in danger orders his men to stop. But Bala doesn't care about anyone and charges towards the Korkia king, killing the hostages himself. This is witnessed by Shivudu. Bahubali uses a strategy so that the hostages fall down and they can kill the enemy with arrows. Bahubali saves his people and still manages to approach Korkia king. The defense laid by Katappa is suddenly breached by enemy. This creates fear among the Mahishmati army, but Bahubali motivates everyone with a speech to fight and they manage to take over again. Both Bala and Bahubali finally reach Korkia king and the fight between them begins. Bahubali beats the crap out of Korkia king. While Bahubali was about to kill Korkia king, Bala somehow manages to lay the final blow. Korkia army starts retreating, seeing their king being executed. Bala and the others thinks he is the new king because he killed Korkia. Bahubali is still happy for Bala and kingdom. But Shivudu says her son Bala did a great job but will be only the commander of the army. Bahubali will be the king due to his strategy and, most importantly, mercy towards the hostages. He has all the qualities of a king. Everyone is happy with this decision and starts cheering for Bahubali. Story comes back to present day. Sangha wishes to see the great king and Shiva's father, but Katappa reveals that he is no more. Shiva asks Katappa, how can such a brave man die? What was the reason? Katappa reveals that he himself was the traitor and killed Bahubali, leaving everyone in shock. The movie ends with suspense that why Katappa killed Bahubali. It will be revealed in Bahubali Part 2. Like and subscribe.